Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma of My Psychic One. So today we're going to do your reading for Sagittarius for the week of October 30th through November 5th. So happy Halloween for those of you that do that. And welcome to Mercury retrograde. We have Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. And if you are paying attention at all to how you're feeling with all of this, we do have I was reading about it earlier and it says this is a bold exclamation mark. So, serious structural ruptures, clears the way for a new beginning, finding ourselves overextended, being extremely judgmental, excessive demands on ourselves as well as others. So, it's just problematic, disappointment, kind of crazy. All right. So let's take a look and see what's going on for you, Sagittarius. Okay, so first thing that comes up here is the Seven of Coins. So things are definitely shifting. I'm going to call this your shift. Okay, shift is happening. Seven of Coins may reference a small move, a local move, but this is also a redesign of your relationships around you. You're starting to take a look at what's serving you, what isn't serving you, and whose opinions matter, and actually none do. But you're taking a good look at what is being said and how you're interacting with people around you. The Empress is coming up, and that's a very protective stance. So when the Empress shows up, she's got a little egg here, okay? And this is a new hatched idea, it could even reference a child, but this is definitely you feeling protective and bringing in a circle in the wagon, so to speak. So if you find yourself being overly protective, taking a good look at what you're protecting, you have another major card here, which is the Moon. This is fear, and it's also mapping. This is you taking a good long look at how you're moving forward, what you have in front of you, where you are on the map, and where your end result is and where you desire to be. Sometimes this is a fearful period for us because when we take on something new, we have to let go of some old paradigms. Okay, so the Moon card is telling us that we're really looking deep. And this, let's see, are we in Scorpio? Let me look. Yeah, I think it's Mercury in Scorpio, which is bold, uncomfortable. We do see here the Knight of Swords, which is impulsive decision making. So if you are making, I mean, I know personally, when I'm up against the wall, I make decisions like that. So this is a deep period. So don't run. Hold your guns. We do have the Knight of Swords, which is referencing you having impulsive decision making going on. You do sit on the fence with the Two of Swords. So there are some things that are coming up for you. That tells me that you don't feel like you can win whichever direction that you go. So Two of Swords, you do have the Libra, you have some balance going on. So that's like definitely feeling as if you're giving up one thing to acquire another. It does look to me as if you're going to have some pretty busy, tight schedule ahead of you. The Eight of Wands references speed. So as you're moving forward, it doesn't feel like you're going to have any free time this upcoming week. I do see tension and deadlines coming up as well. You're really struggling to build your foundation at this point and put things on lock, so to speak. So you're working with foundation and you're working with putting things into a phase of stability. I do have the Ten of Wands for you, and the Ten of Wands is anxiety. So this is pressure and this is anxiety. So Ten of Wands is that overwhelm, right? So Four of Swords is actual deadlines where you're putting things down to a certain date, place, and time. You are right where you're supposed to be, Sagittarius. You are coming up against reformatting your life, looking at what's valuable, what's not, what it is you want to do next. I do see the Ten of Swords. You're feeling overcommitted in a lot of places. Knight of Coins, don't be impulsive with your money. I do see Knight of Swords, which tells me that you're impulsive with your decision making too. So hang tight a little bit with it, okay? I do see Ace of Swords, which is you having to make these decisions. So it is decision making time. So pay attention to that. I see Eight of Swords, which is things getting easier. The Hierophant. So pay attention to the deeper lessons that are going on for you right now. What I'm seeing with the Hierophant was my least favorite phrase for a psychic to say is life lesson. Like nobody wants to hear that this is a life lesson and it's all going to be okay. It is all going to be okay. However, it doesn't make it any less painful. I do see that you're feeling overwhelmed, overcommitted, forced to make some decisions. Up and coming, and this may be referencing money, it may be referencing relationships, but it just feels like everything is on the line right now, and that there's a deadline and everything feels like it has to happen right now. However, with the Empress in play, it's telling me that you're feeling very protective. This might be house or home, this might be of your emotions, to the point where you're not feeling like you want to be vulnerable and open with individuals. Okay, so let's pull some cards for you regarding love. I hope that made sense to you. All right, so here's your relationship. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean just love, but this is your relationship spread with the Mystic Dreamer deck. So let's take a look and see. All right, kids. So the first thing that we have here is fate. So fate tells us that we feel as if some of our relationships are repeating themselves, or your relationships are actually, like, this might even tell us that you have a soulmate involved. Okay. The Sun card referencing celebration. Sorry guys, it's the first time I've had music playing because we're in a noisy office, kind of. Well, it's not noisy, but for the potential for it to be, it's very quiet in this corner. However, excuse me if I'm playing with the music. But anyways, relationship wise, I do see the Wheel of Fortune. I do see the Sun card, which is celebration. I have the Nine of Swords, which is lack of sleep. So if you're staying up late at night, like dredging up every conversation, pulling up evidence, thinking things over and over and over again, this is the Nine of Swords: restlessness, lack of sleep, insomnia. I do see the Three of Pentacles. So if this Three of Pentacles is always historically in this deck come up looking like computer or internet or social media. So if you're on social media meeting someone new, or if you're stalking someone's social media at night while you're laying in bed trying to see what they're up to, I'm seeing a little bit of that. However, I do see the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, which is victory. I do see the Lover's card. Lover's card is not my favorite. The Lover's card definitely plays with that energy of, you know, passive aggressive control, on again, off again, two opposite dynamics coming together. The Lover's card is very dynamic, and it is one of those things that gets us going, gets us, our opposites really do pull our aspects out, like our good, our bad, our ugly. Okay, so you do have the Lover's card. I see the Knight of Pentacles. Let's see here. So Sagittarius, right now, there's a lot of things going on for you emotionally. What I am seeing here is the Five of Cups. You want things to go back to the way they used to be. You are not able to enjoy what's in front of you because you really have some nostalgic behavior going on. I do see the Four of Cups, which is regret. There are some things that you've taken on or not taken on that you've regretted. And so you're starting to look within. You do have the Strength card. So that's telling me that you are... So the Strength card is both courage and power, and it's also having to do with practice strength. So these aren't things that you've done once, only once. This is doing them over and over again until you get them right. And this is coming from a sense of power, coming from a sense of knowing oneself, having the ability to stand squarely on your 2 feet without any input from others. So if you're taking a good look at your relationships and you're doing it right, I am seeing that you know yourself, you know what it is you want, and you're a little bit unshakable. You have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So both work, money. You've got some decision making to do. Your intuition is firing like crazy though right now, Sagittarius. You have the High Priestess. So whatever your instincts are telling you, stick with that. If it's not a resounding yes, it's a definite no. You're still sticking to logic right now. You're not playing with emotions at all. You're dissecting every situation in its minutia, in ad nauseum, to the point where you're getting overwhelmed with the data. It's analysis paralysis, guys. So as you're looking at your relationships, don't pick them apart. Take a good look at how they feel. What does it bring out in you? How does it feel to have these situations? And I'm also seeing some travel for you guys. So on that note, I'm going to shut this down a little bit, and I'm going to pull from Divination of the Ancients for you to wrap this up. I'm hoping Mercury finds you well. If you want a one-on-one with me, you know how to do it. KarmaOnDeck.com, or you can find me on My Psychic One. Let's shuffle these, okay? So give me some feedback. Let me know how you like your reading, where you are in the world, what you'd like to see some more of. All right, kids, here we go. Shooting Star Sagittarius. This is for you. Let's read it and see what it says. Shooting Star. And it says confirmation. So Shooting Star for Sagittarius, it says, this is a magical moment. The universe is poised to respond to your wishes, and this card is turned up to confirm that it is so. You have felt this for a while, but haven't fully allowed yourself to believe it. But it's time to trust your feelings and know that all is perfectly fine. In fact, it's better than fine. You're truly blessed and heightened manifestation abilities right now, so take this opportunity to bring about all that you desire. Ride this shooting star through the cosmos, fill up on cosmic stardust, and know that whatever you wish for at this time will be granted. The incantation for the week is up upon a star, my wishes soar, of magic, love, and even more. For now, my dreams will truly grow, for I know this, the card tells me so. So it's telling me that you've had some things on your mind that you'd like to wish for or work toward, and your intuition is really firing. Sagittarius, you need to pay attention to the signs. That's all I have to say to you. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Catch me on the live.